Direct,
Hello.
kasi ito, as a fan of the original, there are so many elements I'm looking forward to seeing. So, was it easy getting it approved, yung mga changes like yung stuff toy, yung mga elements, parang coordinating? Ano ba yung naging process para ma-localize siya?
Okay. Well, first of all, kasi nung pumasok ako, nag-usap, kumbaga meron ng usapan yung original, yung creators with Star Creatives, yung CJ with Star Creatives. So, ang sabi lang, tinanong ko rin yun syempre when I came in, parang okay, anong limitations natin, how do we go about this? Ang sabi naman daw ng Studio Dragon was that just make sure that yung essence and the core of the story is retained. They understand that there will be changes. I think they did the initial presentation of the adjustments, and then yung mga present nilang changes, pina-approve nila. I think that was the process. So, yung mga, I think the names, the other elements, na-present na nila yon when they, mga parang di ba pag, bibili namin yan, yung how are you going to, how will you go about it? So part of it is, presenting to them. So by the time I stepped in, all arrangements have been made. So lahat yon parang napa-approve na.
Yeah. And direct, it's very interesting na parang effective kasi hindi niya namalayan na may ina-apply kang technique. Is there a name to that parang directing technique na ginawa mo?
Direct may technique.
Well, I guess that's like being. Parang ganon. Pero siya yeah, I guess that's like being. Kasi parang kailangan maano niya yun, yung emotion na yun, yung real emotion at that moment. So, yun, parang...
develop mo lang yun.
Yeah, kasi parang merong... natutunan ko rin kasi of course I have, my mentors, sila Direk Olive Lamasan, sila Direk Rory Quintos. Siyempre, I saw them at work. So, may mga techniques akong natutunan from them, how they applied it nung una kila Piolo, kila Christina Hermosa. Ganun pala yun. So, some I learned from them, some I learned along the way. But, these things, parang minsan, parang gut, nararamdaman mo na, this will work. Tas, pag ito, tatry ko to. So, minsan, ganun, based on the, the learnings from my teachers, my mentors, yun.
Aside from pag-leave out sa kanya doon, meron pa po bang iba kayong ginawa na parang ang ganda ng kinalabasan?
Well, this one naman, I think this is more Meisner. Yung naman, yung talking to them as their characters. So like for example, si Kaloy, pagtungtong niya sa set, the minute na he steps on set, ganyan, nakita mo na pumapasok na siya. Susundutan mo yon. I call him by his character name. And then I talk to him like how I would talk to like a person with autism, Matmat. Yung parang hindi yung parang Kaloy, hindi ganon. Parang hindi sila, para sundan mo yung proseso nila. And that's why I join in their workshops so that I know what will work, what is being used doon. So, part yun ng proseso, part yun ng trabaho ko bilang director. So, parang, that works for him. Nakita ko yun, it's effective. So, parang, Matmat, ganyan. So, I talk to him like his character. Siya rin naman, pero parang, that's an example also. Thank you.
Direct, tanong ko lang po. Doon sa original, kasi parang very mature yung role ng dalawang characters, si Anne saka si Joshua, di ba? Parang may mga intimate scenes sila doon di ba? Kissing scene. May abangan din ba dito?
Oo. Oo, hindi naman pwedeng ma-delete yun dahil part yun kasi nung kwento. At hindi naman kumbaga for the sake of magkaroon lang ng intimate scenes.
And there's a lot of iconic scene, di ba?
Oo, so parang...
Kasi sa mga iconic scenes.
Oo, so parang part yun. Tapos nun, syempre kasi like ako sanay akong makatrabaho ko love team na bawal mag-kiss. So parang, syempre di ba ngayon parang I'm working with actors na parang hindi na sila yung may love team, ganyan. Nakakatuwa yung proseso in doing intimate scenes or like scenes na parang romantic nang hindi love team. Kasi nakikita mo yung, nakikita mo na hindi, kumbaga it's skill. Kasi how do you bring it out? Paano yung tingin mo sa kanya na hindi ka naman yun, hindi man, kasi syempre pag mag-boyfriend, that's easy, titingnan mo, alam mo na, meron ka lang ano, di ba? Because you have, meron kayong connection talaga romantically. Pero yung ano, yung parang dun lumalabas, yung galing nila as actors, kasi mapapalabas mo na yung tingin, may attraction, yung tingin, pero it's acting. Kasi nga, mahusay silang mga artista. Kaya nga nakakatuwa, kasi parang, okay, this is different than for me. Pero, ayun, ang galing lang how the actors, si Josh tsaka si Ann. Nalala mo yung yung kissing scene. O basta yun, abangan nyo na lang. Pero paano natin to gagawin, ganyan. Yung, alam mo na it was choreographed, alam mo na pinag-usapan, blinok, ganyan. Pero, alam mo that the eyes are there emotionally because they are excellent actors.
Kamusta ka naman si Joshua? How was it? Kumbaga parang na-intimidate ka ba? Kinabahan ka ba? Kasing scene with Ann Curtis, nag-iisang Diyosa, di ba? Parang...
Tulad din sabi ko, nandun yung kaba, nandun yung excitement. Kasi syempre, Ann Curtis yun, di ba? Sino ba naman ako? Joshua lang. So, enjoy ko lang every moment na nasa set ako ni Direk, every moment na ka-eksena ko si Ate Ann, si Ann, nagagalit siya pag inate ko siya, si Kuya Carlo, na-enjoy ko lang lahat ng moments ko with all the actors, sila Tita Rio, di ba? So, yeah.
Parang maganda nga na yung the intimate scenes were shot by the time na parang yung sobrang comfortable na nila sa isa't isa. Na kumakain na sila bago yung...
Oh my God, di mo na rin ako nakakahiya na experience. So, nasa kami, kasi dagat kami, so mga kami doon, mga tawag dito, mga fish kinakain namin. So, nag-lunch kami na yun. Nung kinagabihan, may intimate scene kami, yung naghahabulan kami sa bed. Pero, napadighay ako. Tapos sa amoy ni Ann, sabi ko, dumigay ka ba? Sabi ko, ang baho! Sabi ko, nakakahiya. So, at least, di ba, sobrang komportable namin sa isa't isa. Pero, my God, sobrang nakakahiya doon.
Pero natawanan na lang namin.
Share ko lang. Pagka narinig niya yung matatawa, share niya rin yun.
Pero ito may preparation kang ginawa for that particular...
Toothbrush.
Pero yung dighay na yun, hindi yun during that
Hindi, nagre-rehearse kami noon. Oo, pagkatapos ng blocking, nag-rehearse tayo direct. Tapos napadighay ako. Nagulat, wala na lang. Kasi hindi ko mapigilan eh. Pag umalis ako, nag-shoot kami.
Tsaka bigla yun eh.
Oo.
Tawag ng yun eh.
Hinipan ko pa gano'n, meron na amoy pa rin. Bakit may tulingan? Basta eh, oo. Ang dami. Tortang talong, halo-halo.
Pero very comfortable na.
Yes, oo. Natutuwa nga ako yung mga pahuling eksena na ginagawa namin. Pag kami mga scenes kami na usap lang. Natutuwa ako pagka parang hindi na namin masyado ino-overthink yung scene. Parang kusa na lang lumalabas yung emotions namin, yung... Di ba, Direk?
Nagbibigayan kasi nararamdaman nila eh. Yun nga
Kasi yung una parang kapaan pa eh, di ba? Tapos ang dami pa naming throw lines. So, masasabi ko kami yung pinakamaraming throw lines sa lahat. Kahit hindi pa on the set, nag-throw lines lang kami. Hindi pa kukunan, throw lines lang kami. Tapos ngayon parang nung padulo na, nung patapos na yung shoot namin, sobrang hindi normal na lang ng mga scenes, no?
Ramdam niyo na kasi talaga, pasok na kayo eh.
Yeah.
Mas madali ba i-direct yung love team kesa yung hindi love team sa mga ganung eksena on your part?
I can't say mas madali. I think it really depends on the actors. Magkaiba because, syempre yung pag-love team, usually naman, marami na silang nagawa together. So minsan meron na yan parang, di ba, parang may chemistry na sila, ganito gagawin ko. Yung parang sila nag-uusap na, meron na silang kilos. Pag hindi, alam mong may kapaan portion pa, parang paano ba, how do we go about this? So, magkaiba, I wouldn't say mas mahirap or mas madali. It really depends on the professionalism, tsaka yung level ng skill ng artista, tsaka yung pagkabukas, yung pagka-open nila to, how to accept the other, the co-actor, kung paano sila mag-work together.
Hindi ka nahirapang to-work on yung chemistry nila together?
Hindi naman. Kasi, sanay gumawa ng ng love stories yung dalawa. So, kumbaga parang may learnings na sila from past projects. And then yung in terms of, okay, what do we do? I think what's important is they know their characters, they know their yung kwento, alam nila ano yung intention of the scene, alam nila yung pinanggagalingan nila at pinapasok nila yon. I think yun talaga yung key doon eh.
Thank you, Direk.
Thank
you,
you.
Josh.
Thank you.
Talig kay sharing. Lagot tayo ng tanong. Ito yung title.
Ang pangit naman yung headline title sa akin.
Dinighay.
Dinigayan.
Si
Curtis. Nakakalaman.
Ito ang naghain ng sinaing na tulingan, Albert Abelino.
Hello. Thank you.
Derek, how was it, how was your involvement in terms of the location for this series? Kasi di ba parang isa din sa mga napag-usapan which added to the marketing for this series, yung locations ninyo and yung exposure ng locals with your stuff.
Yeah. Well, first I have to give credit to our business unit head, si Des, kasi it's her vision na yung shows niya ay present ng new locations. And part of yung, syempre, localizing it is using yung mga natin, iconic locations too. Or locations na hindi pa nakikita or at least fresh sa mata. And naging decision was to shoot in the Visayas region. Kasi ang naging doon, primary parang catalyst ng choice doon ay yung ancestral home. Na alam naman natin na sa Negros, maraming ancestral homes. And then ba doon sa kwento, isolated yung ancestral home. So we found the perfect location for it. And all else followed. Tapos naghanap talaga ng mga locations that will, be fitting for the scenes. Tapos nakakatuwa kasi kahit kami, bago rin sa amin yung mga lugar na yon. I mean, noon ko pa, naririnig ko maganda sa Dumaguete, but I've never really been there. So finally, nung pumunta ako doon, sabi ko, napakaganda, and I'm just so excited for the viewers to experience, at least makita nila yung mga visuals or yung mga locations na bago na to, na makita nila on a daily basis while the series is running, na ma-highlight at ma-showcase ang magagandang locations na ito. Parang nakaka-excite na meron kaming ma-share na bago pagdating sa mga papakita naming locations. So, in terms of my participation, so may mga initial na napili, but then, sinundan naman namin yung in terms of looking pa for more na maidadagdag doon. So, while we're in Dumaguete, ito yung mga hinahanap pa namin. So, meron kaming mga, na-shoot din kami sa Siquijor. Tapos we also, talagang sinuyod din namin yung area to show the best areas of the best spots.
May mga regional actors din kayo.
Yes. Kasi syempre we have to get the talents, the even yung mga bit players, tapos nun. So, kumuha kami ng mga actors doon. Tapos, nakakatuwa kasi parang alam mo yun, yung parang naka-highlight yung acting skills din ng mga from the regions. And then, malaki yung support ang binigay sa amin ng mga locations na pinuntahan namin. Kasi they're very excited na, syempre mapapakita yung lugar nila sa Negros Occidental and Negros Oriental.
Pero to din? May dialect ba na...
O hindi rin naman namin kasi we wanted it to be, hindi naman namin sinabi that they are in Bacolod or ganyan. We didn't say. We came up with fictitious ones. Pero, you know kung anong siya, meron siyang flavor. Kasi there's yung inasalan, yung batchoy, merong important yung batchoy dun sa story. Ang tawag niya manong matmat. So manong is 'di ba? Kuya. Tapos nun the little things. Parang we don't want to hindi naman namin parang sobrang parang ganito region na to, ganyan. Pero you know that there's a flavor. Parang kansi o parang paborito mong kansi, parang ganyan. So focusing on the food. So may ganyan kaming effort para mapakita yung kakaibang flavor ng regions.
apart from the main actors, who among yung mga supporting actors na na-impress mo talaga kayo? Especially na yung parang challenging din yung roles ng other actors na parang kasama dun sa hospital and everything.
Alam mo, I can't really say na yung parang ipapinpoint ko isa-isa na gano'n. Basta all I know is that nung mag-shoot kami dun sa OK Hospital at dumarating lahat ng cast namin kasi may all-star cast scene kami and they were all walking in. Agot Isidro, Maricel Lapsa, Kuya Boji, si Alora, lahat sila Bianca, Luis Abuel, nagpapasukan na silang ganon. Sabi ko, parang, doon ko parang visually to see them and in their costumes, ganyan, and the location, naramdaman ko, sabi ko, grabe, ang swerte namin sa sila Ana Abad Santos, lahat sila, ang huhusay. So talagang parang sabi ko nga ang galing, kasi nga, ang hirap mag-shoot on location. Tsaka syempre ngayon, di ba, parang we have lesser hours when we shoot. So kailangan talaga, mahusay, parang talagang, hello, let's go, 100% ka. Lahat sila talaga na-impress ako. Tsaka everyone worked hard. Alam ko, it sounds so cliche, pero yun nga, nasabi naman ni Direk Bobot dun sa media ko namin na talaga na-challenge din siya. Kasi, yung role niya, doktor eh. So, parang his lines are important na may medical terms and all. So, makita mo that everyone really, yun nga, brought their A-game. Everyone worked hard and then talaga nag-deliver sila lahat. So, talaga, ang galing nung casting at ang galing nilang lahat.
Thank you, Derek.
Thank you.
I think we are down to our last two questions.
Okay, patanong lang. Hi, Josh.
Hello.
Question ko lang. Ano yung tayo dito? Kasi nung pandemic talaga, syempre kung meron mong pinaka-heartthrob nung pandemic, isa yung character nung sa series na parang K-drama na.
Yes.
Anong pressure for you to live up with that image na ng mga pandemic people have been rooting?
Alam mo, hindi maiwasan compare talaga. Pero magkaiba kasi kami ng kung paano ginawa yung character eh. I think doon ko na lang puposisyon yung sarili ko, 'di ba? Kasi hindi ko malalampasan or matapantayan yung pagkakabuo niya doon sa role niya. Pero I tried my best direct na gawin yung sarili ko kung paano ko gagawin si Patrick Gonzalez. Ayun. Pero syempre, di natin maiwasan ko compare talaga yan, lalo pag nag-start na. So, good luck sa akin.
Thank you, Josh.
Sorry po, follow up ng isa lang. So, I remember, parang nilabas na sa mga clips niya ngayon, yung isa sa mga, I think, awaited scene. Ito yung sa locker na eksena. And I remember, kung hindi kami kakamila during the cast reveal, ito yung na-mention mo rin, Joshua, na yung sa pa-abs na scene na gusto mong paghanda.
Na-CG ba natin yung direct?
So, gusto ko lang itanong kung paano nyo na-itawid yun, yung scene na yun. Talaga bang
Maraming push-ups. Ano ba? Kung ano na lang, hindi eh. Kasi wala talagang abs na. Wala akong abs na direct. Wala.
I mean, hindi.
Isa lang yung naka-attend.
Parang ang feeling ko kasi yung
5
abs ni KSJ ay taon. So
Parang taon nahirapan tayo.
Taon yung kanya para magkaroon siya ng ganon. Pero parang...
Nag-work naman, pero I think kasi hindi naman yung... para sa iba, of course, abs yun, di ba? Directing scene. Pero yung scene naman, iba naman yung ano na yun, di ba?
Yeah,
Tama ba?
Yung point naman ng scene, it's not just the abs. So parang kumbaga, it's not all about the abs. Parang...
Yeah. Yung first na halos kinukulit, yun yung mga early days na kinukulit ako ni Mia, di ba? Yung mga first scene. Wala, ginawa ko na lang yung scene kahit na umabsent yung 5 kong abs. Isa lang yung dumating.
May isa namang pumasok.
Yung isang pumasok. So, tinabigay ko na lang sa camera. So, yung camera direct, yung setup, okay. So, tinigasan ko na lang yung... Ayun, naitawid naman.
Yan yung abangan. Okay, last question.
Kay Joshua na lang. Joshua, kasi nasabi mo kanina na ina-expect mo na mako-compare kayo ng lead actor nito, It's Okay. Ano na lang yung parang naging signature nitong role mo para pumatak dun sa mga viewers?
Sana alam ko marami makaka-relate sa role ko kasi yung character ko is very hardworking. And tayo mga Pilipino, kilala tayo sa pagiging hardworking. So I think marami makaka-relate sa kanya. Sana, well, hindi lang ako, but for everyone, sana this show ay kasi this show is about healing. It's about for pagpapatawad, diba? It's about love. So sana lang hindi lang sa character ko, but for everyone, sana ay malaki ang maging impact ng show namin sa lahat. Amen.
Thank you. And last na lang po kay Direk May. Direk May, ito po bang Philippine adaptation? Meron po ba kayong tinarget na specific audience o para sa masa po siya?
No, it's for everyone. It's for everyone. To those who have seen it, meron kaming mga in-adjust na pinaalam dun sa creators just so hindi kumbaga maging as, parang kasi you can do a sheet, at panoorin mo na yung original para alam mo na yung kwento. So may mga tweak just so it's not going to be predictable. Just so you don't know exactly kung ano yung mangyayari. May mga adjustments na ganon. For the new ones, syempre yung like what I said in the media con, parang kumbaga yung flavor niya mas Filipino. So that's why I would say it's for everybody. For the ones na hindi pa ito napanood, ano siya, parang may appeal din siya na makikita mo yung what makes our shows a hit, and kung ano yung may bago rin kaming pinapresent, like the animation, yung mga ganon, na visuals, new locations, and also I think it's really for everyone.
Paano niyo po direct na ipasok yung usapin ng mental health kung ang audience po natin ay yung masa, and karamihan po sa kanila parang hindi pa ganong open sa usapin na yun?
Yung characters. Kasi parang yung tsaka yung pinagdadaanan ng characters. Like, for example, yung may autism, meron tayo dung an example. Pwede pala silang functioning. Pwede pala silang magtrabaho. Hindi pala lahat, parang pag kunwari nababrand na sila na, they can't function, they can't work. Hindi, pwede silang mag-function, they are talented, ganyan. Also, yung papakita doon, yung mga, paano sila tinatanggap ng iba, kinukutsa, masama, parang mababa ang tingin. And if you're watching it, the situations will be familiar. Familiar sa everyday na nangyayari. So, hindi siya yung parang lecture na parang, tungkol ito sa mental health, ito po ang nangyayari. Hindi ganun. So, parang, ganun pala yun. Yung parang nangyayari pala sa kanya, PTSD pala yun. Yung nangyayari ganun. Pero hindi mo siya pinapaliwanag in a very intellectual way. Real life and parang normal situations na they are everyday characters na pag pinanood mo, may isip mo, parang ganyan yung kapitbahay ko parang ganyan yung kaklase ko baka yan ang pinagdadaanan niya. It's awareness that we are trying to show, and also empathy, tsaka yung parang magkaroon ka ng parang maintindihan mo, at tsaka sana parang mas may compassion. Yon. So, the situations are everyday situations, and there are characters that are very relatable and very real. Hindi sila yung parang, bago or parang ganyan. Thank you.
Direct, any last message, invitation?
first of all, sa lahat ng nanonood online and to everyone who's here, thank you po. Maraming salamat. Maulan, mabagyo, pero nandito po kayo. Thank you so much for coming. Please help us spread the word, and next week na po ito, isa po itong, parang, I know, sobrang cliche, pinaghirapan namin ito. Pero, totoo, we really gave our hearts and our souls, and I'm very proud of the team behind it, my actors, the staff, the crew, everyone who's part of it. And I hope that makita ninyo, I'm excited for you to see it, yung pinaghirapan ng lahat. Next week na po ito. So, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you. Grabe naman yung ultimate. Ako gusto ko muna magpasalamat ulit. Thank you po sa inyo. Kahit na maulan, kahit na nagbabaha na ngayon sa Pilipinas. Nandito kayo. So thank you very much sa lahat ng nanonood sa bahay. Thank you. And sana ho, Tagalogin ko lang sinabi direct, tulungan nyo kami na ipakalat balita na ang It's Okay to Not Be Okay ay sisimula na. Thank you everyone. And
thank you. Maraming salamat.
Share lang po.